going on, folks? It is KspadeTheProspect. Man, y'all know me. I'm YouTube's best kept secret. I'm also the leader of the Wolfpack, and I'm back today with a brand new NBA 2K17 Pro-Am gameplay featuring my squad, TMM, the made man. Y'all already know us, man. I'm feeling kind of good, right? You probably can hear it in my voice. It's Friday. I ain't got nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? I feel good, man. So I'm bringing you guys a little bit older road to the finals gameplay. You know, let me say this. Let me try to do it the nice way. You know, they kind of pitched us a good one. You know, when you get in this thing right here, you hope for an easy game. And I kind of feel like this is our easy game. So they pitched us a good one. I'm going to talk a little bit about this game. Not too much, though, because, I mean, we expect it to come out here and do a little bit of work. So instead, let me just talk about the lineup, talk about what you can expect from us in this gameplay or whatnot, right? Let me do that. So the lineup. At 1, we got the homie Styles. Shout out to Styles, man. Styles has come over and kind of taken on the role of on-the-court coach for us. He is definitely the on-the-court coach. Got really good eyes in the zone. When we play zone, he is the guy that'll say, slide over, get this guy, watch your corner, blah, blah, you know, like, he's that guy. And every team needs this guy. Now, let me be honest with y'all. It's times during the game when I be wanting to go off on Styles because he be pissing me off, but it's necessary. Even when I'm mad at him, and I get mad at him, but even when I'm mad at him, it's necessary. He is needed for, you know what I'm saying? Every team got to have that person. And it used to be me. I used to do that, but I just had to realize that when 2K17 came around, a lot of times my game plan don't be the right game plan. So after Styles started running with us, Styles would kind of be quiet and let me be on-court coach. And then he would just let me tell us wrong shit. And then one day he said, we should do this, this, this. And it worked, and I was like, bro, why haven't you been saying anything? And he was like, it's not my team. And I was like, the hell with that, man. Like, you the PG, you the quarterback of this. Don't let me tell us some wrong shit, you know? So after we kind of had that talk, he seemed to take over the role, and we've been playing better because of it. So I definitely, hold on one second, let me get this rainmaker popping in this corner right quick. Definitely thankful that he came over and took the vocal role of the team. So that's who we got at the 1. At the 2, of course, you got me, man. Bald-headed dude, beard, real good looking. Don't leave me around your chick. I'm wild like that, for real. At the 3, we got the homie Canadian Raptor. Y'all know him, man. Quick trigger, you know, jumper crazy nice. You know, he's that guy. At the 4, though, things get a little different. We got Godzilla. This is not his post scorer. This is not his glass cleaner. This is not his sharpshooting 2. This is his stretch power forward. And then we got Beast at the 5. So it's a lineup you haven't seen us run in a minute. We don't run this lineup often. You know, Syph is pretty much, if Syph is available, 9 times out of 10, Syph is our, you know, kind of go-to player at the 4 spot. But what happened is, Syph is in an area where it was storming like crazy this day, and his internet kept tripping. So, you know, we sitting in the locker room or whatever you want to call it, the arena, getting ready to go, and he keeps disappearing out the party. He'll come back and say, man, it's storming real bad, my internet just dropped. And Zilla just said, okay, we need to do something about this, because his internet is going to drop once we in a game, and it's going to cost us. And that was a tough decision to make, but it was the right decision. So we told Syph, go ahead and, you know, take your playoff, fam, have you a seat. But that's the lineup, man, and we out here, we're going to get it in. On the offensive end, you're going to see us run the traditional offense that we run, but the game plan is, because we kind of got an easy opponent, we want to get a lead, and then after we feel like we got a comfortable lead, we're going to start passing the ball around, moving the ball around the perimeter, doing the things that'll run the score up, you know, and get us a pretty decent scoring for road to the finals. On defense, we're going to play the 2-3, which we have consistently gotten better at. Now, we are starting to play some really good teams, and they got some good game plans for attacking the zone, and they are good. But I think we're pretty good in the zone, and we'll play a little bit of man here and there if we have to. But, you know, our zone is kind of a hybrid zone. You might, like, we're not restricted to one spot. You'll see us move all around. It's really just about picking up the nearest zone to you. We do a pretty good job of it. Enough of that. Let me run my mouth about something. Every day I want to run my mouth about something. This one right here is about me and my jump shot, bro. Like, I'm sad to tell y'all, but I'm in a funk with my jump shot. And it's absolutely nothing wrong with the jumper that I'm using. Shot 27 on normal, plain jumper. You see me pulling right here in the corner, making it rain. I like that jump shot. But the problem is, for Pro-Am, it's kind of slow. So what started to happen is, as we continue to get a little bit better and play better opponents, their defense is better. Like, to me, on offense, it's tough to tell. That was a bad take right there, but I be thinking that dead eye gonna click in. It really don't be saving your boy. That was a bad take. But on offense, it's tough to show what's a good player from a bad player. I mean, I'm saying that loosely. A good player and a bad player, you can tell. But what I'm saying is, so many shots fall in this game that shouldn't fall. There's so many lucky shots that go in. It's kind of tough to weigh somebody's skill on offense. On defense, that's where you see the difference in a good crew and like an elite crew, their defense. And man, I'm gonna tell you, some of these teams we're playing, their defense is so good, they close out so fast that this slow jump shot I got, it just ain't working for me. And I love this shot, but I just feel like it's too slow. So I started the experiment of playing with a quick release shot. Now, anybody who's been around this channel for a while, y'all know I have never been a fan of quick release shots. I have never, ever had a jump shot on quick. Ever. So here I go. I said, I'm gonna try this. So I go out there and I go in the jump shot creator and I make me this unique concoction because I don't want to use the cheesy jumper. Like, no shade to anybody who used high school one, but I'm not going to. I'm not. Like, last year I refused to use LaMarcus Aldridge. I'm not using high school one. Look at the timing right there. Shout out to the homie Rap making his high school one jump shot right there. But I'm just not gonna do it. Like I said, no shade to anybody who does. I don't want to do that. And we had this conversation every year, 2K. It shouldn't be this way. It shouldn't, but it is. So here we go. I go in the jump shot creator, man. I cook me up something and I'm like, oh, I kind of like this. But once again, every damn mode in 2K plays differently. So you can't get a jump shot and go to the park and try it out because it might cash at the park. You might come to Pro-Am and you can't hit the broadside of a barn with that same jump shot. You can't try it out in my career because it might cash in my career, might not work in Pro-Am. You can't even necessarily try it in walk-on because walk-on, I think it's on a notch down on difficulty. It's easier to make shots in walk-on. So you can't really judge it there either. The only way to really test it is in Pro-Am. And the bad thing with that is you risking it, Rainmaker. Bitch, you risk it when you come out here, you jump in the Pro-Am with your squad, you playing Elite 3 and Elite 4 talent, and you out here trying out a new jump shot. That really ain't what you want. That's not what you want, but that's exactly where I found myself at. So I would have a game or two, and it would play well, and I say, you know what, I think I like this shot. And then I have a game where your boy's struggling, like I can't get it to go. And like instinctually, I would hold the shot too long, like I don't know, it's like my mind was in 27 mode and I could never get out of it in time. I would see my meter fill and be on the way back. And I'm like, I might not be able to work with this quick release. And then if I went back to a regular shot, it would just feel OD slow again. So I have essentially messed myself up. I'm jacked up right now. Like, I'm trash right now, bro. I don't know what's going on with me in jump shots. We had a game just last night against a top-ranked team. Super competitive game. We end up losing the game, and I shot like 40%. And it just pisses me off because I know that if I had a shot that I was comfortable with, that I could shoot, like I know I can shoot, I know we get that dub, man. So I'm just struggling right now, man. I am in a rut. So the good news is if you're playing Pro-Am and you see us, man, this is your time. This is your chance right now because your boy is not shooting well at all. But the bad news is I'm going to figure this thing out if it's the last thing I do. This shit got me so frustrated. I was up last night on the walk-on till about 2 o'clock in the morning, probably 3 o'clock in the morning, on the walk-on trying out different shots. And I think I got one, but I'm not sure. I kind of prematurely told y'all I did. I tweeted that I found a new jump shot and it was wet. And it was wet for like a game or two. And then I was bricking. So we're going to get it together, man. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get back to the game right quick. You can see what I'm saying, man. It's the fourth quarter. 3 minutes on the clock. We know we got the dub. At this point, man, it's about trying to get teammate grades up and pass the ball around. And the crazy thing is, we played better when we was just on the gas pedal just playing. It seemed like at the end of the game when we start purposely trying to get extra assists and move the ball around and do all this stuff, it wasn't working for us. It's crazy. So anyway, shout out to this team right here, man. We was grading dudes out, man. Those dudes was flunking out of this class. You know, this class kind of hard, bro. It's like algebra 2 or geometry or something. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and draw the curtains on it. Like I told you, y'all knew we was going to win the game. That was never in question. The question was whether or not we could drive up everybody's teammate grade. get a big margin of victory, move the ball around, do all the things to drive the score up. We tried. We kind of got sloppy there at the end of the game, but I'm going to let you guys see how well we fared. And that's all I got for today's video. Look at us right here standing for the camera. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave that like. If you haven't already done so, man, hit subscribe. This is our year over here, fam. And I'm out the next time, y'all. Peace.